they have in their pockets, but it's not much, mostly a bunch of tools and random things like wires, plus an empty water bag. Gene also has a knife that Dixon orders to be kept in his pocket to avoid the risk of cutting the raft. To protect the raft and avoid wearing it off, Dixon also orders them to take off their shoes and throw them in the ocean, but he doesn't throw his own, which irritates Gene. The hours and the days begin passing as the soldiers try their best not to let the isolation drive them crazy. They chat about various topics, sometimes even sing to keep themselves entertained. Tony obsessively cleans his gun, but also promises Gene he'll introduce him to his sister since they'd make a wonderful couple. The sun is scorching during the day, so they little by little lose each layer of clothing, gaining blisters on their skin. The nights are cold, and when they sleep, they're haunted by nightmares involving drowning or the guilt of the possible mistake that got them in this situation in the first place. The three of them don't sleep at the same time though, one always stays awake and they take turns to watch in case they find a plane or an island. It's during one of these watches that Dixon decides to relieve himself in his own shoe and drink his own pee to at least try to satiate his thirst a little. One morning, when they feel a nice breeze moving the boat along, Dixon makes some calculations to have a vague idea of where they are heading. There's a chance they'll reach some islands, but it'll be weeks before that happens, so Gene decides he wants to try fishing to avoid starving to death. With some wire and cord, they make a hook that they throw into the sea, but whatever bites is strong. Tony has to help Gene pull back, and when they finally recover the end of the line, the hook is gone, reminding them there are some dangerous creatures out there. But Gene doesn't give up, he just makes a new hook and throws it again, leaving it in the water as long as necessary. Eventually though, the heat gets on his nerves, so he puts on the life jacket and jumps off the boat to freshen up. Tony wants to go after him, but Dixon says they should do it one at a time for safety. He also reminds them there are sharks in these waters, which scares Gene into swimming back onto the raft and Tony into refusing to jump in next after all. As days continue to pass, tension grows among the men, and Dixon's paranoia makes him keep on asking his men what happened on the plane, as if trying to find someone to blame for their situation. Thirst is also starting to be a problem.